Not da 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 da. What's up, guys? It is Mars Sports. It's your boy Marshall. If you know, you know. Especially if you watch Big Brother. But today we are talking about UIL stuff today. Yeah, as y'all can tell, we talk about the UIL. I talk about the UIL a lot on this channel. We do realignment stuff every 2 years when it actually happens. We've done playoff predictions. We've also done the schedule predictions, which I will have more coming out soon. I've just been really busy the last few days, so I'll have some more coming out today. I've recorded a lot of those like way earlier, like a few weeks ago. I just have to like post them. I plan to make some more too. So yeah, I'm taking a lot of y'all's comments. And I see some of y'all have commented, which some schools that I should do next, and I am planning to do those. So yeah, but if you want to see your school done next, just drop in the comments. Yeah. But yeah, but by the way, I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support on those videos. It's a new series I'm trying. I've actually really loved doing it so far. So yeah. But today we're talking about UIL today, as y'all can tell, as we're talking about the football state championships. Yes, we're talking about state championships before the season has even started. We're barely in a scrimmage season, my friends. Like we're barely in the Trinity shutting out Duncanville in scrimmage, which is very weird that happened, but who I know. But I mean, it's a scrimmage. It's not that big of a deal, but still. I mean, it's something at least. But we got scrimmages next, like all the scrimmages will at least be happening next week, and then there's some that happen this week and all that. But we'll be having some scrimmages happen pretty soon, and the season starts not too long from now. I'm planning to get my NFHF subscription very soon, so I can watch all these games. Maybe we can do some live reactions to the games. We'll see. Depends on what game it is. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about we're talking about UIL football state championships today. No, this doesn't have technically to do with the teams that are going to be in it because we don't know who's going to be in it. And we can safely assume like Carthage will be in 4 Division 2, and I don't know, probably Stephenville will be in the running for Division 4 Division 1. You got like I don't know, you got Gunner and Wall will be in running for D1. I don't know. I know they're in a new division, but still. You also have like I don't know, your Southfield Cliff's going to be in there, and like the Soda is more likely going to be in the running at least. At least they'll probably be in state championship period. But yeah, and Citizen Valley maybe or Randall, whoever makes it. Then you'll have your like your Duncanvilles, your North Shores, and whoever makes state that year. So yeah, or this year. Yeah, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's just do this. So we're gonna talk about the state championships today, as there has been some very interesting schedule changes with the state championships. So if y'all don't know, at least since they've been since 6 states existed back in 2014, because I've gone to state championships every year since I don't know whatever year it was. Although it's going to end this year, unfortunately, because I don't live there anymore. But because I'm planning to go to Cotton, I'm probably going to go to Cotton Bowl. I'll fly down to Texas for that instead. But yeah, I'll still be watching the state championships when I'm here. But yeah, yeah, I will miss being there. But maybe I'm not. I'll probably be back there one day. We'll see. But probably not this year. But the state championships, they're going to be they're going to be different this year. Like the way it's going to be structured this year is going to be different. Like it's going to be football still, but the last few years it's been 1A, this is the 2A's, the 3A's, 4A's, and 5A's, 6A. It just goes in that order. So like Wednesday it'll do 5A. Excuse me. Wednesday it'll do 1A's, and then then a 2A, and then Thursday it'll do a 2A, and both the 3A's, and then Friday they'll do both both the 4A's and then a 5A, and then that Saturday they'll do the 5A or one 5A and all the 6A's. So yeah, because it'll start out like one in Division 2 to one in Division 1, 2 in Division 2 to a Division 1, all that. It keeps on going. Or some years it'll be one in Division 1 and then one in Division. God damn, I'm talking really fast. It'll be one in Division 1, then one in Division 2, then two in Division 1. I like it when it's when it starts at one in Division 2 because it's increasingly gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I think that makes sense. Yeah. But they made it very weirdly structured this year, so we're going to be talking very differently structured, I guess. So we're going to be talking about that. It's definitely different from the past, that's for sure. But we'll take a look at it because it's very weird. That's all I'll say. But because honestly, I thought I don't really mind the. I mean, I don't really have much. I don't hate the change. Like it is what it is. But at the same time, I don't think there was really necessary for a change. But what do I know? But we're gonna. I guess some sports are structured differently than others. Yeah, but I guess it has its benefits. So we'll talk about it. So let's do this. So UIL changed their schedule. Um, for state championships this year because I guess COVID was different obviously because that's COVID. They had two completely different months of state championships. They had 1A, 2A, 3A, 4 in December. I was actually at that Argyle game that Argyle won that year, so that was nice. And then and then what else? Um, there was also and then of course they had this 5A, 6A in January of all times. Yeah, that was a stupid year though. Most of the teams couldn't even play anyway. Yeah, but today we're gonna be talking about this year's schedule, but it's been the same for it's been alternate every year. Like it'll start with Division Two, then start Division One, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, but let's just get through this. So starting off, both of these are on Saturday, or excuse me, sorry. The start times are the same. Like it's still gonna be 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. like it's been all these years. So that's at least nice. It keeps that consistency because I think it's good because like people can be there. I'll literally see three games in one day sometimes. Like it depends on the year. But yeah, I'll be at AT&T Stadium for literally like 14 hours in a day. Not even kidding. Well, that's more like 12 or 13 hours a day. Not even kidding. Like I'll see South Oak Cliff Randall, and then I'll go see Duncanville North Shore, and then DeSoto CE Camp. But left in the middle of it, but still. Um, yeah, but yeah, but there's that. But yeah, we're gonna be, but yeah, but there's gonna be that structure is still the same. Like it's still 11 a.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m. So that's at least nice. But what conferences and divisions are actually going is different. So let's just talk about that for a second. So starting off, Wednesday on December 16th. So that's staying the same. So at least in the rotation would have been this year. I think this is an experiment this year. We'll see how it goes, but uh, yeah, but like here's what it is. So Wednesday you got 1A Division Two in the morning, and then I guess 1A Division Two at I keep on forgetting that's in like because the 1A games are shorter because it's six man. Um, and 2 p.m. is 1A Division One because I made a mistake last year because I was trying to put on Jayton versus Richland Springs last year, but I was an hour late to it. So yeah, I watched every state championship last year, bro. I didn't go to all of them, but I only went to the Saturday ones, but still. Um, and then 7 p.m. that night will be 2A Division Two. So yeah, I'll just say the reigning champs for each of these divisions. So 1A Division Two, it's Jayton that won it, just so you could get like an idea. Jayton won it, and then Richland Springs was the runner-up, and then Division One for 1A was Gordon, and then it was Rankin was the runner-up, and then 2A Division Two it was Hamilton, I believe. No, that was 2A Division One. 2A Division Two was Munster was the champion, and then Shiner was the runner-up. Although both of them are going to be Division One this year, so that'd be interesting. Um, and then Thursday, December 17th, this is where it starts to get a little bit different. Um, so 3A Division Two is in the morning instead of like not what would have been the afternoon this year. Uh, 2A Division One's in the afternoon instead, and then 3A Division One's at night. I guess the nighttime slot is still the same, but 3A Division Two and 2A Division One are flip flop this year compared to usual. So it's like going out of order this year of like how it usually is. But like 3A Division Two, the state champions won last year, although they're gone. And Newton is because they're Division One now with Gunter. And Newton or Wall is in Division One with Gunter now. And uh and then who's the runner? Newton was the runner last year. And then 2A Division One, it was who won? It was Joaquin was the runner up and Hamilton was the state champion that year. Although Hamilton loses 3A now, 3A Division Two. Um, yeah, that's why they're switching. I'm kidding. And seven, and then 3 Division One. It was Yoakum, I believe, was state champion. Then Geyer Grandview was the runner up. So like, I guess one hand gives 3A a primetime slot, which is not usually what it is. But yeah. Um, but here's where it starts to get really weird. Um, Friday, December 18th. This is where things start to get really, really weird. Do you have 5A, 4A, and 6A are on 2 days? Like legit. So Friday, it's just Division Two leagues. Um, 11 a.m. 5A Division Two. You're talking about to see Argyle 11 a.m. on a Friday, bro? Hopefully Argyle makes it. Yeah, but 3 p.m. that day it is 4 Division Two, and then 7 p.m. that day 6A Division Two, which is never on a Friday. Um, which is very weird. Let me make myself bigger because y'all probably can't see me. If y'all can even see, I don't know. But so yeah, that's very weird schedule. I don't know, but 5A Division Two is South Oak Cliff that won last year, and then Randall was the runner up. Um, so I mean, what is it? Well, Randall is actually Division One now, but yeah, but still. Then for Division Two, Carthage won it last year. Then West North Stark was the runner up, and they're actually playing each other this year again, so that'd be interesting. And same thing with South Cliff Randall, of course. But yeah. And then 6A Division Two, the state champion was the Soda last year. Of course, they're 5A now, and the runner up was CE Kane. So yeah, and then so yeah, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about this. It's just kind of weird. I don't know why they need to do this, but I know it's experiment, but yeah. But I would have probably, if anything, I would have flip flop 4 and 5A. I would probably put 4 in the morning because like that's what it usually is, and then 5A in the afternoon. I don't know. And then Saturday, basically the same thing, just Division One team, just Division Ones. But 11 a.m. is 5A Division One, 4A Division One is at 3 p.m. and then 6A Division One's at 7 p.m. So I mean, 6A Division One 7 p.m. I mean, guess that's the last one. I think it's still good to keep 6A as the last one. Well, it's Division One, Division Two. I prefer Division One to be the last one because it's the biggest one. But yeah, and then 4 in Division One because 5 in Division One, the state champion was Cincinnati Valley last year. Lone Star was the runner up. And then 3 p.m. the state champion. And 4A Division One, it was Stephenville last year. And then Kilgore was the runner up. And then 6A Division One, it was the state champion was it was North Shore, and Duncanville was the runner up. So yeah, but I mean, it's some very weird changes in my opinion. But listen, so my thoughts. I don't think this was necessary in my opinion. I don't hate the change. I mean, as long as they're being played, that's what matters. But like, did the UIL really need to do this? Is my question. Like, I felt that like it was good. It was fine the way it is. It was. I was fine going 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, and so on. I think the best system was starting at 1A Division Two to make your way up to 6 Division One. That's just my preference because like it goes bigger and bigger and bigger. I know I'll change just to like a variety, but still. But at the same time, I felt like this probably wasn't the most necessary change in my opinion because it does confuse some people a lot more. Like, yeah, maybe more variety in like what happens in one day, at least for the last 2 days. And like, state championships will be at like Carthage will get to play. Well, I guess they still play Friday night either way, but I guess like you'll have a Friday night state championship for 6A instead of like a 5A one. But I don't know. Maybe it's an experiment this year, but like I don't think the change was necessary in my opinion. Like it's yeah, you can try stuff. I mean, we've had the same thing for years. But at the same time, did we really need to do this? Is my opinion. That's my question. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna like complain about. I'm not gonna like lose sleep over or anything like that. Like, oh no, the state championships are all out of order now. What the heck? No, I'll still watch. Obviously, it's just I felt that like it was fine the way it was, in my opinion. Like going up the ranks, like on how big the schools are, that was fine. Like it was. It is what it is. Um, Obviously Wednesday, I guess it still starts with 1A Division Two and ends at 6A Division One, but like you're going out of order in the middle of it. That's the thing. Because like Wednesday is pretty easy to follow. It's just 6 man because 6 man has to play in that time because like they don't have as big of a playoff because they're smaller because there's less schools and they're much smaller obviously. And then 2A Division Two at night. I mean that's how it's supposed to be in my. That's how it's supposed to be. So yeah. I mean, I guess they play their games on Thursday. Yeah, like their semifinal game. Yeah, And then Thursday, I mean, you get 3A, 2A, and you still get the same teams you would have gotten in the old way. It's just I don't know why they had to switch it. It seems a little weird to me, but I mean, three Division Two in the morning. I mean, they don't get to play in the morning that much, so maybe it'll add some variety there. But at the same time, like, do we really need to do that? Is my question. And 2A Division One. I mean, I mean, maybe it's an afternoon slot for them instead. I don't know because they never get to play in the afternoon. Maybe they're just trying out things like because like 3A never gets to play in the morning, 2A never gets to play in the afternoon. So yeah, and then 3A Division One at night. I mean, yeah, that works. And then Friday and Saturday is where it gets really weird. Like, I mean, the crowd might be more balanced each day. Like, you'll have more people at the 4A state championship because you'll have like, because the thing is like, well, I guess now that it would be different because DeSoto, because like you have the Dallas people like you South Oak Cliff, DeSoto, and Duncanville all in one, but like obviously DeSoto's 5 right now, so it would have been different either way. But still, like five, like it feels like maybe they're trying to draw more crowds for like the 4A games. I don't know, but I don't know if this is really necessary in my opinion because like maybe it's like in my opinion because I try because me and my dad like every year we try to go to the bigger ones like we don't go to we've been like 2 or 3 once I think we never seen a 1A game but that's because that's like in the middle of the week bro in the middle of the day so like we never go to that. One day I hope to go to like all the state championships and like one round if I'm just there for like vacation or so I don't know. But I mean, do we need to do this? I don't know, but I'll keep on saying it. But like, I feel like just like the 5A crowds and the 4A crowds are way different from each other, in my opinion. Like the 6A is like, though these are completely different crowds. Like, you could very well have a school with like, give or take, like for example, Atascocita, who I think will make state this year, without making state, they're pretty big. Like, they have a pretty big enrollment. Meanwhile, Carthage has probably like less than 100 people, if I had to guess. I don't know. Or maybe barely 1,000. Like, those are very different crowds. Like, nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, like, Taxida, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. let's just compare, like, Duncanville to Stephenville. Like, Duncanville's got, like, a lot more people, and they play a obviously, like, they're, like, more of, like, how do I put this? I feel like their culture is a lot different, in my opinion. And this isn't like a people thing. This might sound this just sounds so racist. That's not what I'm going for. I'm not discriminating like that, obviously. But I feel like the culture, like Duncanville, is more like a city type feel. Like they have a big school and all that. And then Stephenville, on the other hand, is like more of a small town feel. Like there's not as much people and all that. So like, I mean, nothing wrong with it. Obviously, I don't mind it. It's just like it seems a little weird how they're changing it, like the whole thing. Cause like, yeah, I mean, maybe one hand it'll draw more crowds. Because maybe the reason why they're putting four in the middle of the day is because they'll draw more crowds. Maybe because you're gonna have people from 5A Division Two probably staying maybe because they're probably going to see 6A Division Two as well, more than likely, depending on who's there. Although most people they're just rooting for their own team. But yeah, and 6A's will be coming at that point, so it'll at least draw a bigger crowd for 4A, I guess. So that might be good for them. Um, I mean, at least it didn't with 5 at a Wednesday. That would have been really bad. But I'm not be like, oh, it's just order. But yeah, I just felt like it. Do we really need to change? It's my question, but like 6A, I mean, it'll draw more crowds for 4A because 4A is like those schools have like up to like I guess Division Two is like up to like 1,000 people. I don't know, or like maybe even less than like how many students does Carthage? Let me see how many students Carthage has compared to like North Crowley. Let's see Carthage. Let's see Carthage. Where is Carthage, bro? It's way in the back of here. Sorry, I'm pulling up my Dave Campbell's. Dude, these are amazing, by the way. This is Division Two. Don't know what division. Don't know what district. Carthage is in. I think they're in Region Two, or they might be in three though. I don't know. Um, this is Region 4. Dog, jeez. Uh, that is Division. That okay? Where am I? Oh, okay. They're the District 8, so they're close enough. Okay. They have 761 students in that school. North Crowley, who I have making state. So let's see. Carthage has 761. Let's keep that in mind for a second. 761. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember it. Um, North Crowley has 3,049 students. So on one hand, it will draw more crowds for the two. And let me see how much South Oak Cliff has. Like, I think I put South Oak Cliff in Alamo Heights State Championship. I'm pretty sure. South Oak Cliff's got like 1,000. Like, I think they're smaller than Argyle now, but um, oh, there we are. They have 1,601 students, so it will draw more crowd for the 4A game. So at least that's one thing. It's like Carthage has literally less than 800 students. That's a pretty small school. Yeah, and it's amazing how good they are at football, every year in year out. Like they could very well be like a 6A level team at that point. Honestly, they could play Argyle and they could potentially win. Just saying. And then 6A Division 2, you got a lot like bigger schools because I mean it'll draw more crowds. That's for sure for like 4A. Which I mean that's great and all. Like that's awesome. It'll give them more attention, I guess. At the same time, though, those are completely different schools. Like, the completely different sizes. Like, at least it's like increases in size once you like. Because, like, I noticed 2A, 1A, like, the smaller conferences play football way differently from the others. Like, Joaquin plays a very unique style of football. Like, they're 2A Division 2. They're 2A Division 1. They run the ball, like, pretty much every play, uh, for the most part. Like, they barely pass the ball. They're more of, like, Army. You know, like, I guess, like, North Crowley runs more like they're more heavy on offense. Like they'll like do a lot of like passing and all that, and they have really really fast players. Like it's just way different styles of football in my opinion. So there's that, and like I said, the culture's different. Like you have small town feel versus like big city feel because like South Dakota's in the middle of freaking Dallas, bro. You know, Carthage is in the middle of nowhere. It's like east, I believe. I think it's like where is Carthage? I'm pretty sure it's like close to I think it's like east, close to Louisiana, Arkansas area. Where is Carthage? And listen, I have nothing wrong with that. This like, there's nothing. I have nothing wrong with that. At the same time, I just didn't think it was necessary. Like, Carthage is they're south of Marshall. Okay, fair enough. Wow, they have to travel really far to go to Pleasant Grove. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, but I just feel like that it's gonna be way, way, way different crowds. Like you're gonna have a big crowd for 5A Division 2. The crowd will more likely be smaller for 4 Division 2. Yeah, it might be bigger in years past because like it'll be in the middle of 6A and 5A, but still, like it's gonna be weird. And then 6A Division 2, like, and then 6A Division 2 is some of the biggest. Well, not the biggest technically, but some of the biggest in Texas. Like there's that. Same thing with the next day, like 5A Division 1, like. DeSoto is much bigger than school in Stephenville. Like, I'm just these are just who I'm just thinking who'll make the state championships. Like, you're gonna have um like 5A Division 1. You're gonna have probably, if I had to guess, DeSoto and either Randall or Smithson Valley in the state championship. I'm gonna say Smithson Valley. Um, two big schools. Like, they're pretty big. Like, I think Smithson Valley is like around 2,000. I know DeSoto's less than 2,000 now, but they've gotten smaller last year. They might be Division 2. You never know. That would actually give competition to Southwood Cliff, though. I'll give them that. Like, where's Smithson Valley? Smithson Valley's enrollment is let's see. All right, DeSoto's enrollment is they're District 8, so I'm looking at 1,932. Somehow they're one of the smallest in this division. That's crazy. Um, Not 1,932. That's yep. Sisson Valley is, I believe, we're in Region 4. 2,118. Yeah, Sisson Valley might be a 6A next realignment at this rate. Although Piper is like passing like phew! because they went from Division Two, Division One to 6A in like a few years. In like 3 years, bro. That's insane. But like, but then like Division One, like my guess is I'll just say Steveville Kilgore. I don't know. Like they're like I think Steveville's got like 1,200 kids or something. I'm surprised Stephenville has not been close to 5A in the past. They might have been. Stephenville's in Region 3 now. Why are they in Region 3? That's my. Oh yeah, I guess they're going south. That's why. Uh, they're in district. Holy crap! What district are they in? Are they in 12 now? Holy Lord. Okay. Um, 1,076. I mean, they're not that close to. They're not that close to five. They're not close to 5A by any means. And then Kilgore. I know Kilgore also switched regions. They are 1,127.5. So like their almost aren't terribly different, but like still it's kind of a difference. In 6A Division One, the biggest schools in Texas, I must add. I said Duncanville Summer Creek would make state. Duncanville's got like they have to at least 4,000 kids, honestly, which is insane. That's bigger than some colleges. I'm pretty sure. Duncanville's got 4,214 kids. I'm pretty sure the University of Tulsa is smaller than that. How many people go to the University of Tulsa? Oh my God. That's bigger than the freaking school I'm going to. I'm going to Bridgewater State University. Go Bears, by the way. That has like 9,000 kids, I think. It's a Division 3, yet they're 3 times the size. Anyways, but Duncanville High School has more people than Tulsa University has. Tulsa, they're an American conference. It's not like they're an FCS team or anything. They're an FBS team. They've beat like freaking Oklahoma State last year. Yeah, Oklahoma State was trash, but still. And Tulsa's not the good football, but yeah. But Duncanville's bigger than a college, and they're put 'em right after teams that barely have 1,000 kids in them. And then Summer Creek, I'll say North Shore too. Why not? So North Shore's got 4,151.5 kids. Um, it's also bigger than Tulsa. And Summer Creek's got 4,110. So it's gonna be yes, they'll draw bigger crowds, but they're way different schools. I'm just saying, like, they're way different schools. There could be a much bigger difference here because, like, you got like someone like a big different district that big schools make it in here, and they'll get like a district 17. There's some big schools in there. You have schools that go like 3,000 kids and make Division Two. Yeah, and you'll have like people like with like not even 800 kids in a school. Yeah, so. I'm not trying to rant about it, but at the same time, I just feel like it's kind of a weird change, but it is what it is. I mean, I respect UIL for always trying something new, but like, I don't think it was necessary, in my opinion. I see what it could do. I think it will draw bigger crowds for 4A, but and there's not like I said, there's nothing wrong with the culture being different at each school. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, though. It will be kind of strange, I guess, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with it. I have nothing against, and I have nothing against any of the cultures at these schools. Like they have different traditions and all different styles of traditions and all that. Like yes, it's different between like even how it was there's still different cultures. Like Port Neches Gross culture is a lot different than Duncanville. I'm just saying. Yeah, but like at the same time, like it's gonna be weird because like you're gonna have the stadium be way filled for pretty good. You're gonna have it pretty much filled for 5A Division Two, and then for Division Two, it's gonna be a lot more spread out, more than likely, and then which I mean I guess could be nice in some ways, but yeah. And then 6A Division Two, it's gonna be everyone's gonna be gathering. It's gonna be a lot of people, and then Saturday, 5A Division One will have a lot of people, more than likely, obviously. And then for Division One, it'll be smaller. And then 6A, who knows how big that could be? It could be really big. Dude, they have to open the third level sometimes. Or extra level sometimes. I think, or the fourth level, I don't know. They have to open extra levels, bro. It's crazy. Like, Jerry World's a big place, but yeah. But, like, in that sense, because Jerry World's a big place. But I feel like a lot of people that go like Saturday just to see like the big conferences play, it's gonna be harder for them to do that this year. Yeah, it'll make them go on Fridays, I guess. So at least it'll increase sales there because like there'll be a 5A, and they might as well stay for 4A, and then they'll have 6A in the afternoon in the evening. So I guess there's that to it. Um, and then uh, but like some people won't even come to Friday, so you'll have like two 5A and 6A games you won't get to see. Because last year I wouldn't have been able. If this was the format last year, I would not have been able to see 5A Division Two. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Yeah, that's true. Although if Argyle was actually playing on it, they would have probably canceled school. But yeah. And then I would have not been able to, and I would, unfortunately, I wanted to see Carthage Western Stark. I guess either way, I didn't see that game. I saw it on TV. I didn't go to, and then like, I wouldn't be able to see the Soto CE game, which honestly, that was not that good of a game. Honestly, it was very much handily won by the Soto. So I mean, that's fine at least, I guess. And even South Oak Cliff won that game pretty handily against Randall last year. Let's be real here for a second. And then, and then, and then like the Saturday, I would have seen instead I would have seen Lone Star Smithson Valley, which very handily won my Smithson Valley, which would have been interesting. Obviously, I already saw although I know I saw Lone Star play last year against Argyle when they kicked their butts, unfortunately. But yeah, it would have been. I guess it would have been nice to see them again, and then I would have seen Stephenville Kilgore, which wasn't a bad game, but like there was hardly any scoring. And you had it followed up by Duncanville North Shore, which had barely any scoring either. So what do you mean? They're interesting games at least, yeah. But like, it's just it would have been kind of weird to like. It's kind of weird how they're making it different because like you'll have a lot of people for 5A and then little people, not as many people for 4A. Like I'm not saying 4A is 1A, obviously. It's still like a decent sized conference with how many kids are in the school, but still. And then, but what's viewed, and then, and I love 4A football. That's where Argyle was originally. They've won two state championships there. I'm nothing against 4A football, obviously. There's some really good teams out there, like Stephenville. And I don't cover 4A football that much, but still, like, and I hope to cover it more this year. Like, there's Stephenville, you got Kilgore, Carthage, Western Star. Like, not just that, you got, I guess not so lot anymore, but, you got Lendale and who else in Division Two? Pleasant Grove. Like, yeah, there's a lot of great teams before, right? It's yeah, but it's just gonna be kind of weird to see. Like, I mean, I'm intrigued to see it. I'm seeing how it works, but at the same time, I'm just saying it probably was not necessary. I think they should have just stayed kept it the way it was. Yeah, but I mean, what do I know? But UIL's a great UIL's. I love UIL though, obviously. They do great work. So nothing. I just think that like if I had to get this move, I give it like a D plus. I just think that yeah, listen, it's not a bad move in my opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad move. It's just an unnecessary move in my opinion. I just think that it was fine the way it was. People expect to play whenever, but people would play like whatever the time it falls each year. But at the end of the day, all that matters is there's a state champion crowned, and someone's gonna win it. So that's all that matters. As long as I get to see him, even if it's very weirdly structured this year, that's all that matters. Because I saw this on Instagram post. So I was like, huh? I was not convinced. I was convinced it was not real for a second. I looked. I was like, oh shoot. Yeah, but we'll see how it works. I'm intrigued to see it though. I mean, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how maybe like maybe people maybe you'll see some maybe it'll be I guess in one way it'll have the four people learn like it's the four people get to see some 5A games would be interesting. So yeah, then yeah, maybe I could say for 6A. So like the 4A games, feel 4 people get to see 6A right after that. So, I mean, yeah, it's just very big differences in how like and like overall like culture and like style of play for all these schools. Which it'll give you a mixed package. Like in one way, it'll give more diversity in like how the leagues are. I guess in one way, like you'll get to see a big 5A school play, and then like a little 4A school, and then a giant 6A school. So you'll get to, I listen to some variety each day, but like in my opinion, I think it was better the way it was because it went in the actual order. But yeah, I'm not listen, I'm not mad about the change. I'm not like I'm not like, how do I put this? I'm not gonna be like, oh, UIL should get banned. Why are they doing this? But at the same time, but also, I just don't think that they need to do it. I think it was fine the way it was. Like as long as they were doing it fine. Honestly, I'd even argue you could just do start at one in Division Two, make your way up to Division One every year for 6A or 6A Division One every year. But yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm interested to see it. I'm just all that matters is there's state championships at least. So yeah. But anyways, y'all, what do y'all think of this change? Let me know what y'all think. Um, but yeah, but I mean, we still get 3 days straight at state championships. At least they're keeping it like the times the same. So yeah, just different teams we play at that point. So yeah, but thank y'all guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day and goodbye. See you on the next one. Peace.